everyone, welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we'll be taking a look at another traditional knife from RoseCraft Blades. Comes in their standard style, traditional style packaging with their newer logo on the front. See, we have the interlocking R and C, RoseCraft Blades, and we make knives for people who love knives. See, on the front of the box we have their website information, and then the same again on the rear a little bit as well. You can see from the back we're looking at the RoseCraft Obed Creek bow trapper, and that model number is RCT015. Bottom of the box again you can see we have their logo, and again the model number RCT015, and you can see the country of origin there is China. Really do like their packaging, does a fantastic job of keeping the knife safe on its way to you. This nice sort of deep foam cutout inside holds the knife really snugly, and it stops it sort of moving about in transit. And I do like it's not super tall, so for whatever reason, if it did come a little bit loose, it's not got much distance to go. It's not going to get banged around in the box at all. And then of course the knife does come wrapped inside some of the wax paper as well, but we do have D2 steel blades on this knife. Just pop this to one side. So here it is. This is the Obed Creek bow trapper. You see, it's quite a sizable knife for the UK. We're looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4¼ inch closed handle, and we do have this really beautiful blue-green micarta, they're calling this. And I mean, I pretty much love this colour. I think it's done really well. The contouring is fantastic. You can really see the grain in that micarta. Almost like an OD green. They've added like, obviously it's blue green, they've added blue to it, but honestly it's a great color. Big fan of like green, and then green and black are probably my two of my most favorite colors, and this is really doing it for me with the color. You see it's the same on both sides, done very well. Really flush. Honestly, you can only feel the transition between the materials. You can't feel anything else. You see we have the lined bolsters there. We do have nickel silver pins and stainless steel bolsters, and I believe this is a stainless steel shield on there as well. And you can see that's of a skull, and again it's done fantastically well, inlaid excellently. Can't see any gaps around it. It's flush as well. You've got the sort of the bead blast finish there on the nose and the eye holes there to make it sort of stand out. It looks great. Again, lined bolsters on the front as well. We do have stainless steel liners on this too, and you can see from that there is no gapping whatsoever. Fit and finish is flawless. It has been on all the RoseCraft knives I've received. They do a great job making sure their quality control is top notch. Blade centering as well, pretty much perfect, bang down the middle. That's pretty much what you'd expect really now from a RoseCraft knife. They've released, what have we got, maybe, well, definitely more, nearly 15 traditional knives, and maybe a bit less than that, maybe 12, and they've all been exceptional. So when the next one comes out, I'm expecting it to be as exceptional as this is and the rest of the series have been. They've set high standards, and I really hope they can keep to that. And well, after speaking with Andy a few times, I know he's a man of his word, and he does keep it. So I'm sure we can see perfection with those knives going forward. So it's a single bladed design on this sort of bow trapper shape, and one of the things I will say, it's incredibly comfortable. I love how comfortable it is to use, but aesthetically it's a little bit much of a bow for me on the bow trapper. I get it, it's a bow trapper, it's meant to look like that, but for my personal taste I'd have maybe liked a little bit less of a bow, but you know, that's what it is. That's what Andy's designed. Main blade has this really nice drop point blade with a little bit of a swedging going on at the top here. So we have that nice clean nail nick and that satin grind which you get on all the RoseCraft blades. I love seeing the grind lines on a knife, so I think it looks fantastic. You can see that little bit of a swedge at the top here as well. Take a look at the blade stock there. You can see it really goes down to a nice fine point, but a nice hefty stock as well, so you can get a lot of work done with this. We have the RoseCraft stamped in there, and honestly, I know I said I preferred it if it was a bit more, you know, intricate or more design done, but I actually really kind of like it now. It's really growing on me. Maybe adds another line underneath. I don't know what you would put, so I'm enjoying it now. I think they've done a great job with that. I do like that it's stamped and not etched, like a lot of companies go into etched. We have the really nice grind on there as well. Maybe the tiniest bit shallow at the tip up here, but I mean, that's me being very, very picky. Nice action on that blade as well. Edge on the back of the knife, pretty much perfect all the way around. Again, maybe the tiniest bit light at the tip. So you have the country of origin sticker here, China, but that obviously can be taken off if you wish. And then we have Andy Armstrong's maker's mark there and D2 steel, RCT015 as the model number. Action on this, exceptional, as all of the RoseCraft blades have been. I'd say it's about a 6, and then to a 6.5 maybe from the half stop position. Blade length then, what are we looking at? We have a tip to tang of 1, 2, 3, nearly 3.25. So to the law, this is not UK legal. Where I live, would I carry this? 100%. It's very minorly over, but I live in a rural area where I know I'm not going to be using it like an idiot. I'm not going to be waving it around, so I wouldn't have any problems carrying this. But it does have a less than 3-inch cutting edge. We're looking at 1 to 2.75 inches. But if I'm not a lawyer, so don't quote me on it, I would be happy to carry this. But if you're one that wants to make sure you're definitely within that law, unfortunately this is one that is kind of out of that law, with it being over the 3-inch blade length. But as I mentioned, I'm more than happy to carry it. In hand then, wonderfully comfortable. I've carried this a couple times this week and I've really enjoyed using it. It's just, I don't know, I think it's just the fact that when I'm holding the knife, I can see the butt end of it sticking out the back of my hand. I don't know, it's just a little bit more curved for me, but as a knife goes, it's fantastic. It's great quality. That D2 steel is fantastic. As you may know if you're familiar with my channel, I love D2 steel. Excellent walk and talk. A reasonable price as well for what you get in. Fantastic build quality. Currently on sale in Heine Haynes now for £65, I want to say that is. Honestly, I really do think it's worth it for the knife. You're getting a fantastic deal. What more could you want really than a high quality knife you can get for under £70, and it's probably about $70. It might be about the same price in the US. I would have to double check. But it is a rather large knife, so for one with a bigger hand, this would be perfect for you. But as I mentioned, the bow trapper, is it growing on me at the moment? Not particularly, but do I like using this knife? Yeah, 100%. So there we go, guys. That's my review of the Obed Creek bow trapper from RoseCraft Blades. Model number for that one again is RCT015. I really hope you enjoyed this review. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.